unshare。Alright， 我们
OK， 在那边 share 是吗？
是咯 ，Facebook share。
给我 share 一下。今天我们讲英文来。
English 啦 ，OK 吗
？OK。
来 ，Hi, good evening, everybody. It's been a long time. I think a few weeks we didn't have do together the Facebook Live together with Apple Physio. Today, very happy we have Apple Physio, Jess from Apple Physio, invited to talk about today. Our topic is about anger and foot during injury problem during running. Okay, so my name is Sam. I'm from RFA. So yep. Okay. Okay, you guys can hear me. I think no problem. Sound all okay. Good. So if you guys have any questions, you want to ask about the foot problems or anger, answer your questions from here. Okay. If not, then we're gonna talk about sharing our experience, our opinions. Yes.
Okay.
Hi, Jess. Long time no see. How are you doing? Good.
Okay. In the meantime, I'm sharing the Facebook Live on my personal page.
Same here. Hi, guest Zhao. Okay, no problem. Wait, wow, so fast got a question already. Okay, we in all the questions, no matter your English, Bahasa Melayu, or Chinese, think all the questions, okay? So, okay, maybe we answer the question first before we start. What do you think?
Wait, let me share the Facebook Live onto my page first. So at the meantime, I hope all of you also can share our Facebook Live to your running group, to your WhatsApp group chat, to your personal page, so that your runner's friend can actually get to watch this piece of very it is one of the top 3 injury among the runners. So it would be good if you can share this video with your friends. Yeah? Okay, I got in my sharing already. Let me see what question we have. We got question now.
First time, got question already. Okay.
角色變固軟化。
變固軟化. So what does it mean? I mean,
control Malaysia means the cartilage behind the kneecap. It's thinner.
Does I mean, the people always say you have this what kukusami. Does it really help this kind of bone knees? Does it really help one?
Okay, it depends on what stage of the injury. At the early stage of the injury, some people may respond to the supplements. However, some people they found out like after they take the supplement for some time, there are people who respond to the supplement. There are people who are not. So you need to try that only, you know.
Yeah, again, you have to try the arrows. So it worked for me, but doesn't mean work for you also. So I guess you need to test it out. As long as it's not too serious, I think you can test it out. If too serious, then you need to either get physiotherapy advice or either get others, maybe doctor advice as well. Yep. Okay. So okay lah. Let me just show. We say walk no problem, soft run okay, and only once going down the stairs feels weakness running. Yeah. Correct. Okay. So I guess yes, you need to test it out. Okay, from that part. So we will come back to the question later. So just I need to share the injuries, the ranking, right?
Yes. Before we start our really serious topic, and I will have to tell you why we choose to talk about this topic. Okay. So Sam, please share the screen.
Okay, I'm gonna share the screen. My laptop. Okay, this research actually is based on the Running USA. Every year, actually, they did the research on the running injuries for the last 12 months, every yearly. So they found out actually there's about 75% running related to injuries for the past 12 months. So of course here you can see there's many names here. The first one is blister, 29%. Second one is a knee pain. The third one is the hips. And the fourth is plantar fasciitis. And the third one is the foot. Okay, so from this chart, I guess many runners, you will feel the way I feel. At least you got 1 to 3, you got hit by this name now. Okay, they have Achilles tendons, quadriceps, hamstring, calf, shin splints, lower back, IDB syndrome as well. Okay, good.
Okay, so we in our previous Facebook Live, we actually covered knee pain in knee injury in running. Yeah, because that's one of the very important worldwide. And today we talk, as you can see from the running statistic just now shared by Sam, you can see plantar fasciitis and foot, right? This is how it's plantar foot.
The first one is blister, knee, hips,
knee, hip, and foot.
IDB.
Yes. So plantar fasciitis and foot also, we actually classify them under foot and ankle injury because foot and ankle, they actually relate very much together. So Sam, from a running coach point of view, what kind of foot and ankle injury you see commonly?
Usually ankles, most of the time they twisted their ankles. So that is the most feedback from the runner injury from ankles parts. So mostly are twisted or accidentally they step on something, right? So they got injury from the ankle side.
Anything else?
No, I think so far that's what I hear from runners' feedback. Yeah.
Okay. Can you share my slides? First slide.
Okay.
I can see some of the people asking questions. Gus say got kakak on the knee.
Okay. Just on your side. I cannot see the screen.
You cannot see my screen.
I cannot see. Maybe you reshare again. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, now can see already. Oh.
Can see already? Okay.
Yeah. You share again. Sorry.
Now? Can see or not?
Yes, perfect. Can see. Yes.
Okay. Daniel asked about how to treat plantar fasciitis. Okay, feel free to drop your question while we're going through the slideshow, yeah? Drop the question, we'll answer them later.
Yes.
So like, as I asked Coach Sam just now, what are the common running injuries that he see most of the time among the runners? One of the answer is ankle sprain. Yeah, there are 2 types of ankle sprain. There are runners who injured their ankle because they step on pothole or what, because the road condition in our country sometimes not as good. So you will actually miss a step, you step on a pothole, and then disturb your ankle. Okay. The other type of ankle injury is they return to running after they rest from ankle sprain. Like for example, I sprain my ankle at home or maybe at work or when I go hiking, and I rested for a few weeks or some people 1 or 2 months, and then they feel okay already, but the moment they return to running, the ankle hurts and swells up. Okay. So that's one of the common running injury, and typically this kind of people outer part of the ankle. Yeah. Okay. So besides ankle sprain, what we talk about foot and ankle injury, number 1 is plantar fasciitis. As you can see the picture on the top left. Yeah, plantar fasciitis. It's a layman term. It's heel pain, especially worse in the morning. First few kilometers of running, and when you rest after running. Okay, this is the typical symptoms of plantar fasciitis. Okay, this is also a very common running injury. Okay, the other types of foot and ankle injury is the pain at the back of the ankle. Okay, somewhere near the Achilles tendon. Yeah, for those of you, if you know where the Achilles tendon is the you will know the pain is at the back of your ankle, above the heel bone, and under your calf. Okay, like the picture on the top right. Yeah, pain at the back of the ankle. Around the toe area, especially the first toe, if they have bunion issue, yeah, whereby you see there is some bone deformity at the side of your big toe. Yeah, this is very common among the ladies lah. Huh? Have you seen this before, Coach Sam?
I see most that serious usually came from the ladies.
Ladies,
And I also have a little bit because due to my flat feet issue because it's
yes.
roll in the side. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
For those of you, if you have flat foot, you will tend to have bunion at the toe area. Okay, so this bunion can be painful because of the friction between the bone and your shoes, and also when you run down the heel, it's going to hurt your bunion. You cannot bend your toes and extend your toe well. Yeah. So for people who has bunion, it's very like start doing some bunion exercises to reduce the chances and slow down the deformation of your toe. Okay, and if you look at the picture on the bottom right hand side, there are people who complains about pain on the inner part of the ankle. Okay, so there are two types of people who have this kind of inner ankle problem. Okay, number one is they had a very severe and very bad ankle sprain where they actually twisted the outer part of the ankle and also compressed the ligament on the inner part of the ankle. Okay, usually this kind of inner ankle sprain is very hard to recover. Okay, so if you actually have a very severe ankle sprain that cause inner side of your ankle to hurt, and it has not been recovered after more than a month, you have to seek professional help. Okay, go and see how to fix it. Okay, so there are another group of people, they do not have ankle sprain, but they also have pain on the inner part of the ankle. Okay, so this group of people, they are most of them having flat foot issue. Okay, flat foot problem. And the other types of people is they try to run and increase their speed. Yeah, they focus too much on the speed workout. They try to wear shoes without support, trying to correct their running form. They don't want to have huge strides, so they overcorrect their running. So they tend to do a lot of forefoot running. Yeah, and then it will put a lot of stress around the inner part of the ankle. Yeah, because when you run on the toes, you're going to use your calf a lot. So if you use your calf a lot, one of the main muscles that is responsible for the forefoot landing is located at the inner side of the ankle. Injury that I see in my office. Okay, so back to the question by one of the audience, right? Chun Mun. Did I pronounce your name correct? Chun Mun or Chun Man? Okay, top of the foot pain. Yes, I do see this kind of pain as well. And do you have any history of injury, Chun Mun? Yeah, did you actually twisted your foot before? Yeah. And then it would be good if you can tell me specifically which part of the top of the foot. Is it near to the toes or near to the ankle? Yeah, because the location of the pain is very important to me. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Looks like we have quite a number of interesting questions here. How to differentiate?
But Daniel asked about how to treat the plantar fasciitis injury.
Okay, Daniel. Before I answer this question, it is always very important, instead of asking how to lots of remedy on exercises on how to fix your plantar fasciitis. Okay, but the more important question is, why do you get plantar fasciitis at the first place? Okay, we must treat the cause of the problem instead of the symptoms. Yeah. Okay, so later I'm going to go through why someone is at high risk of getting plantar fasciitis. Okay. Okay. Wow. Chun Moon say towards the toe on the outside, doctor. Ah, okay. Chun Moon, if you are in Klang Valley, right? I would like to see you and do some check for the foot lah. Very interesting case. There are people who hurt specific parts of the toe because of their toe issues, and then they have some tightness around the toes area. Yeah, this one need to do proper check. Then only I can advise you better. Okay. Okay.
Talk about this question is sorry. How is the difference between plantar fasciitis and
Metatarsalgia. Okay. But first of all, you must understand what is metatarsalgia. Yeah, metatarsalgia means pain around the front part of the foot. Okay, somewhere near the toe. Okay, so usually people with plantar fasciitis, they tend to have pain at the heel area. Okay, near the heel. People with metatarsalgia, they tend to have pain at the front part of the foot. Okay, this is how we differentiate.
Terms,
Huh?
Sam? This is the first time I heard about people have pain on top instead of plantar fasciitis a lot, but in front it's like quite rare.
A lot. Actually, it's very common. Very common in the office. Yeah, it's either at the bottom or at the top. Okay. Yeah. Some people got it at the top. Some people got it at the bottom. Some people got it at the side, like chunmun. Yeah. Very common problem. Okay. Okay.
Chunmun say it's probably
explain about the heel to toe drop of the shoe.
Oh, okay, sure. I explain about this heel to. Let me see. This question, right? Okay.
Yes.
Actually, the shoes with the high heel drop actually doesn't cause the pain. It's because you did your movement, the posture movement issues when you run very fast, right? So some people tends to land very hard. Let's say overstride lah. So that's the thing cause the impact from the injuries. Okay, it's nothing to do with the heel drop. Okay, basically the heel drop, there's two types. One is like minimalist, like 0 minimalist. Okay, 0 drop. One is like maybe 4 to 6 drop. Okay, some is like 4 to 8 or at above. Okay, so usually why they have this heel force you to go forward. Okay, is one of them. Second, some of them because it's the support areas. So those are to help you to run faster and also to try to prevent it. You cause the impact because a lot of people they run in a heel strike and overstrike. I would say 70-80% people run like that. So that's why the shoe design is based on that. But it's not intention to get you pain. So it's because you did something wrong. So it causes you pain from there. Yeah.
Okay. I need to add on something. Yeah. So when we talk about heel to toe drop in the shoes, right? Because nowadays the shoes can be very technical. They tell you a 10 millimeter drop, 0 drop, or whatever, right? So basically, if you have wearing shoes with high heel to toe drop, that means your heel will be slightly higher. Okay. So when your heel is slightly higher, that means your body will be leaning forward easier. Okay, because when we run, right, we need to lean forward and then we run but when you wear shoes, you're already slightly lifted, so you will have, okay, so when you have higher momentum to go forward, you will go faster. And then when you go faster, but you don't have enough muscles to support your foot, okay, because you never used to run that fast. But now, due to wearing a shoe that gives you more momentum, you become faster, but you actually don't have the muscle capacity to run fast. then it will actually put you at slightly high risk of getting a calf or heel issue. This happen in some people. Okay, yeah. So it's like when you drive a car, not everyone can drive Ferrari F1 car. You need to have strong muscles. You need to go to gym, build up your neck muscles, your shoulder muscles, your coordination before you can handle F1 car at such high speed. Same thing goes to the shoes. Okay, you must be able to handle a good shoes. Moon. Chumun is in India, yeah. Okay,
Very
Chumun
far.
very far lah. Okay, Chumun, go and see your orthopedic or a physiotherapist. I'm sure they can help you, yeah, because foot and ankle injury is very common among the runners. Okay.
So just to add on from what Jess mentioned about the strength parts, right? Actually, strength is very important for runners. So if you have skill, you don't have strength, you're gonna have issue for injury as well. If you have strength, you don't have skill, you're gonna have injury as well. So they're both together very important. If you want to do a lot of speed work, if you lack of these two elements, right, you're gonna cause you a lot of injuries. For sure. In talk to many runners, they have. I asked them, do you do strength? No. Do you do skill drill? No. Okay, congratulations. Welcome to running injury club. That's all. Advice. Welcome to
RIC, running injury club. Yeah, member. Okay, so the reason why strength is very important. If you want to run 42K, the amount of food needed is completely different. So same thing goes to your muscles. You need to have enough strength and endurance before you can handle longer distance and higher speed. So a lot of people, they always focus on how to improve their timing, improve their speed, but they forgot how they have to upgrade their legs as well. Yeah. So please bear this in mind. Okay, let's answer a little bit of question. Boon asked about how frequent we should do trigger point release on calf and shin. Oh, Boon, unfortunately, I do not have an answer for this because it depends on how much trigger points you have on your calf and shin. Yeah, if you have a lot of trigger points, you can do like once a day. You can do every day. And then you can do once a week. Depends on how much trigger points you have. Okay, and also depends on what are the tools you use for trigger point. Are you using a roller? So, but the key thing is, besides knowing how frequent to do, you also need to know when to do it and how you do it and why actually you have so much of trigger points around the calf and shin. Okay, is it because your training has issue? Is it because you don't have enough strength in the calf area? Yeah, we need to find out why you have trigger points in the calf at the first place. Okay, now let's move on to my second slide.
Okay.
Can. Second slide. Got lah.
You control which slide?
Yeah, did I control?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. I cannot control second slide.
God. Okay. Okay, now move on to some serious topic. Okay. In case you wonder why my friend run more than me, exercise, my friend never do stretching, but my friend has no problem with running. But I run lesser, I run slower, I'm younger, I'm not as heavy, but I seem to have a lot of problem as compared to my friend. Why? Why the God is not fair to me? Okay, so now I'm going to tell you there are some risk factors that put someone at high risk of getting foot and ankle injury. Yeah. Okay. So the number one thing is poor standing balance on one leg. Like for example, for those of you who has foot and ankle issues, right? Try and stand on your injured leg and compare to the non-injured leg. Okay. You see whether you can stand on your one leg without losing balance for 30 seconds or not. Okay, if you cannot do this, that could be one of the reasons why you get this foot and ankle injury. Okay, balance is one of the indication where people got foot and ankle injury. Okay, so number 2 is history of ankle sprain. Like for example, if you sprain your ankle before, when you are younger, when you play basketball, when you play badminton, when you go hiking, you sprain your leg, and later when you pick up running, you are at a high risk of getting foot and ankle issues as compared to your friend. Okay, so for those of you, if you have injury on the same side of the leg that you have history of ankle sprain and it did not get better, you can see a physiotherapist. Okay, a physio can help you. Okay, so a lot of time people with ankle sprain, they visited some traditional therapy where they fix their swelling with some medication or with some herbs, but they did not help them to recondition the ankle. Your ankle is swollen, you cannot walk properly for 2 weeks, and your muscles has actually weakened. Okay, so when your muscle has weakened, they need recondition. They need some strengthening exercise, they need some balance exercise in order to return to the pre-injury functional level. Yeah, so a lot of us, I think 99% of people, they only focus on the swelling, get rid of the swelling, get rid of the pain, but they forgot about reconditioning the ankle. And this is the reason why you have foot and ankle problems. Okay, and this reminds me of one of my patients I've seen in my office. He didn't sprain his ankle, he kicked on something, so his toe was injured, and then got a little bit of crack in one of the toe. So after the crack got better, because the crack is so minor, and then the doctor cannot cast it, the doctor just strap the toes together, make sure the toe. He developed a lot of calf problem. Okay, after he walked for long hours, he has a lot of pain around the foot, all the way down to the heel. Yeah, all this happened after he injured the toe. After he hit on something. Yeah, and then he went to a lot of treatment center go for lots of massage, lots of insole, change the shoe, and it doesn't help. Okay, so when he come to me, he tell me about his injury and what he has done for the injury for almost 30 minutes. 30 minutes of history talking.
Wow, that's long.
30 minutes. Tell me, okay, I go to this place A, then what they do. I go to this place B, what they do. And then I go very frustrated. The pain did not get better, blah, blah, blah. He got very angry. So after he tell me all his stories, then I check the strength. Oh my God, he has no strength at all. Yeah. Yeah, you did all your stretching exercises, you did your yoga, you did your insole or whatever, but you didn't do strengthening exercise. Okay, so what I asked him to do is just one exercise to strengthen the ankle, and then I see him 2 weeks later and he got better. That's it. Yeah, because those people he has visited focus too much on the tightness in the calf, so much of exercise, so much of stretching, so much of massaging, so much of heat therapy, and it doesn't work. Okay, so when I measure his flexibility is okay, everything is fine. It's normal to feel tight at the end range of the movement. Yeah, but to him, he thought the tightness is not normal. So he keeps stretching it, but it doesn't help. In fact, he has to work on the strength, but he didn't know it. Yeah. So after we gave him some simple strengthening exercise, only one exercise, then he got better already. Yeah. So it's not always about releasing the strength of the muscles. Okay. Especially after injury. Okay. Now, okay, besides these two, in case you say, okay, my ankle I have no sprain and balance on my leg, but why I still get injury? Strange. Okay, now the third thing is people with tight calf muscles. Okay, tight calf muscles has high risk of getting foot and ankle problem. Yeah, like people with plantar fasciitis, they have a lot of tightness in their calf. People with Achilles tendon problem, people with metatarsal, again, they have a lot of calf tightness problem as well. Okay, so what is a real calf tightness? Because a lot of people they think their calf is tight. Okay, when they pull their calf, they feel the calf is tight, but not everyone has actually have real calf tightness. Okay, we need to actually measure it. Are you really tight? Okay. Okay. Yeah. So we need to measure it. In case you have been stretching your calf and nothing is improving, you may have to think about whether stretching the calf is the solution for your pain. Okay. Or maybe you have been stretching it and it has become flexible. Then you might be blaming and stretching the wrong muscles. Okay. So, but for those of you have not started any stretching or anything that help with your calf flexibility and your calf is really tight, you may consider to do it. Okay. Right. So risk factors for people who get foot and ankle injury. Number one thing is poor balance when you stand on one leg. Yeah.
Okay.
Single leg standing balance is extremely important for runners because when you run, running is always landing on one leg. Okay? You don't hop like a rabbit. You land on your right in contact with the floor at a time. Okay, it's different from walking. Walking is you have both feet contact on the floor. Okay. But running, no. Running is always one only. It's either right or left. So if you cannot balance on your leg when you're standing, right, you will have a lot of unnecessary strain going through the ankle and foot area. Okay, so please work on your balance if your balance is poor. Okay, and ankle sprain, if you have a very bad ankle sprain and it doesn't get better, please fix it. Okay, or maybe you do not have enough strength. Yeah, later I will show you how to know whether you have enough strength for your ankle. Okay, and also again, calf tightness. Please work on your calf flexibility if you have not done so. Yeah, but for those of you, if you have been stretching your calf, massaging your calf, but it doesn't help, then maybe it's not your calf. Okay, it's something. Before I move on to the other parts of the slide.
All right, one more slide.
Okay, let's see. Okay, Gus, talk about uric acid. Okay, Sam, can you highlight Gus Joe comment the uric acid?
Uric acid.
Okay. Got it. Okay. A lot of people thought the pain around the foot and ankle is due to uric acid. Okay, this is possible, but how to know whether it's caused by uric acid or not? Usually, if you eat something you're not supposed to eat and the pain comes, then and at the same time you had a blood test done, and it shows that your blood uric acid level is high, then very likely the pain is caused by your uric acid. Okay. Doesn't come because after you eat something you're not supposed to eat, then it's unlikely caused by uric acid. Okay. Yeah. So please don't confuse with the uric acid. Okay, it is easily confused between the uric acid or it's caused by running or caused by muscles or not. Yeah, it's very easy to confuse. Daniel said, I don't know how I get plantar fasciitis. Perhaps one of the reason new shoe and speed run. Okay. When I talk about new shoes, right? I have to agree with you, Daniel. A lot of people, when they have plantar fasciitis, when they come to my office, it happens after they change new shoes. Okay? So when they change new shoe, most of the time, they change to a lighter shoe. Okay, lighter shoe. So when you have a lighter shoe, that means the support of the shoe will be lesser. Because if the support of the shoe is high, the shoe is not going to be light. Okay, when the shoe is lesser, you need to have extra strength in the foot. Okay, because last time before this, you were wearing slightly higher support shoe, and then your foot is used to this kind of shoe, and suddenly you give them a less support shoe, and that's one of the reasons why people get plantar fasciitis and pain in the heel area. And the other reason is maybe the way you land when you run is incorrect. Yeah. And plus, when you wear your new shoes, you land incorrectly. The shock absorption of the shoe is not enough to absorb the impact that goes to the heel, and it will cause pain. There are many reasons. So that's why when people come to my office, I have to spend some time doing some interview, asking some question to try to find out why actually this is happening. Okay, why other people wear your shoe no problem, but you wear this shoe got problem? Yeah, it's a shoe problem or your problem? Okay. Question?
Yes, question Janice asked. More than 10 years for sprained the ankles. So
Okay.
especially when she do a long run.
Okay, Janice, before I tell you whether can be fixed by physio or not, I have to see you first. Okay? So you sprain your ankle, but doesn't mean the pain that you have in your ankle now is directly caused by the history of sprained ankle. Okay, it can be many other reasons. So when someone with foot and ankle injury come in, we have to check for the history of the sprain. We have to check the flexibility. We have to check how the ankle bone move when they run. Okay, when they move the ankle, how much mobility they have, we got to measure. So lots of things needs to be done before we can find out the cause of your ankle pain. Yeah, it may or may not be real.
Okay.
If you are in Klang Valley, you have to come and you have to drop by so that we can have a proper assessment around the ankle. Most of the time, physio can help. Most of the time, okay, unless something crack, then cannot lah. Okay, but unlikely lah. I don't think anything will crack lah because of running. Okay. Okay. So far, no question yet, right? Yeah.
No, Janice, the last question.
So I will carry on with the slides, and then for those of you, if you have a question, if you are new here, if you just join us, we are talking about the risk factors that cause foot and ankle injury. We discuss about plantar fasciitis. We discuss about toe pain when you run. We discuss about back of the ankle pain in the runners. So feel free to drop your question in the comment. Okay, now let's move on to my last slide. Okay, I told whether you're at high risk of getting ankle injury. Yeah, but now I have to tell you one of the tips on how to test whether you are at high risk of ankle injury, and also is your ankle strong enough for running or not. Okay, so the test is very simple. You can do at home. You can choose to do it with shoe and or without shoes. Okay, so first of all, you need to stand on your leg, one leg. Okay, if you have good balance, you don't have to put your hands on the wall. If you have poor standing balance, you can put your fingertips on the wall. Okay, don't put your whole hand on the wall because otherwise you will use your hand to help with the test. Okay, put your fingertips just to make sure you don't fall off. Okay, start with your left side. Lift your right leg away from the floor. Okay, put all your body weight on your left foot. Okay, and then lift your heel away from the floor as high as up the heel, and then try to go 25 times of raises without stopping. Non-stop, 25 times. Okay? Okay, after you've done 25 times, do it on the right side. Okay? So right side, fingertips on the wall. If you lost balance, lift up your left foot, don't touch the floor, and then heel up for 25 times. So there are quite a number of things you need to observe when you do this test at home. Okay, number one thing is remember at how many times of raising your calf start to feel tired. Okay, and number two is what's the difference in terms of the effort when you do this on your left leg and your right leg. Okay, so whether you feel more tired on the left side, or you feel more tired on the right side, or you feel like you need more effort, or you feel like you lost balance, difference between your left leg and right leg when you do this test. Okay, and also one more thing is try to feel whether this test actually reproducing your foot and ankle pain or not. Okay, so if you when you do this test, let's say I ask you to do 25 times. So for the first, when you do the first 10, your ankle is okay. But after 10 onwards, up to 25, you start to feel the pain that you feel when you run. Okay. So that means you have your calf weakness is causing the problem. It's one of the culprit of your foot and ankle pain when you run. Yeah. So what you have to do is strengthen your ankle and calf. Okay. So you can use this test as your calf strengthening exercise. Okay. Right. Okay.
I think Juman trying to ask what kind of exercise can he do to generally recommend strengthening the ankles and toes.
Okay. So the single leg heel raises, like what you see on the slideshow, is good for strengthening exercises. It's good to strengthen your ankle and foot. Yeah, but bear in mind, I'm not sure whether this will aggravate your pain when you do this. Okay, if it hurts a lot when you do this, then maybe you have to seek help from the professional to see whether how to modify this exercise in order to strengthen your ankle, but at the same time will not aggravate your pain. Okay, so this is one of the simple exercise and safe exercise to do at home. There are many other exercise, but I can only tell you after I examine your ankle. Okay, I cannot anyhow tell you, because there is a risk of you injured yourself if you anyhow do exercise. Okay, yeah, you must choose the right exercise to do. Okay.
Agree, Jess. Because people do the strength set of exercise doesn't mean it's suitable for you because everyone is different.
Yeah.
Muscles and weakness, injury also different. Like my injury doesn't represent your injury, so you need to go and do an assessment first before you've done any customized training program. We say customized training program for you.
Okay, so Chun Mun, what I would advise you is go and do this test and then see whether this test aggravate your pain or reproduce the pain that you have around the foot area. Okay. Yeah. So Shen, okay, I do the exercise slide number 4. I heard cracking sound on my front foot every time my heel was lifted.
Wow, looks serious this one. Okay, you go see Jess already like that.
Shen, do you actually having some foot and ankle injury or not? Honestly, you tell me. Are you a member of running injury club or not?
Kindly apply, okay? Yeah.
So are you actually having any foot and ankle injury at the moment? Okay. So and something is not right with the foot because you're not supposed. You may hear some sound, but if the sound is always there when you do certain movement, something is not right. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
All right, guys. So if you still have any questions, feel free to comment. So I guess today we learn a lot from Jess, her experience, her testimony from client side. How did she think about how to check it? I don't remember. I don't remember, but feel like suddenly come. Wow, suddenly come up. Very dangerous. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah lah. So Susan, the other food no sound ah. Only one of the food got sound ah. Okay. Okay. So Susan, if the cracking sound,
If not too serious, still can run. I think should be fine, right? If just a sound, maybe it's just too tense or
depends on how loud is the sound also. And then because some cracking sound is not good, some cracking sound is okay. And if you only have cracking sound on one side of your body only, that means something is not doing very well on the side that has sound. Okay. Running recap, very cool.
Wow, we have a new club already, running injury.
Yeah, running injury.
Yeah, so if you guys still want to just a snap sound. Oh, okay. Susan talk about snap sound, but no pain at all. But okay, thank God it's no pain lah. I think sound still okay lah.
Okay, observe it lah, Susan. If the sound is getting louder, then you get it checked. Okay, and then the sound comes together with pain, please also get it checked. Okay. God say thank you. Okay.
If you want to know more about the assessment from Jess, you can feel free to visit Jess' office or give a call to book appointments. Her office at the PJ Palm, Apple Physiotherapy.
Yeah, if you don't know, if you're not sure, you can leave your comment below the live video. Then we will send you the address lah. Okay, Sam. In terms of running technique, right? What kind of running technique problem will put someone at high risk of getting foot and ankle injury? Can you tell us more about this?
Okay, I think I would say first thing is before we talk about the drill first, right? I think first intention is people tends to think they want to run faster, they will do something like overstriding. So that is the one of the things who cause the foot and ankle issues. Because when you do overstriding, right, anything we do overstriding, it will cause a lot of injuries. No matter your knee, your shin splint, 100%, but majority came from there. So I think if you want to avoid it, the most of the injuries, so you need to learn how to run correctly. So I think drill, strengthening, skill and strengthening, technique and strengthening is together. You must do together. You cannot just do skill, you don't do strength. Because if you have skill, no strength support, you also have issue. Like just said, after you run 5K, no problem, but after 10, 21K, then your pop come already. So when your form is out, all the pattern will come out. The injury pattern will come out. It will cause you injury, I would say. So that's the thing I want to tell. I think it's you first you must understand what's the correct, how do people run first. You must have that image. Once you have that image, then only you go and practice, you do much more fast progress. If you just go and practice without understand, then you will have that issue as well. Because you will say, hey, it doesn't help because you don't have that image there. Yeah.
Okay, Sam, I have another question. I do understand that we do take video on how people run and put it in slow motion to. What if those people they don't have someone to take video? I don't know how to analyze that video. They have no access to the video. How do they tell whether they're overstriding or not without using video?
Actually, if without video or without any picture, right, it's very hard for us to analyze because we cannot visualize. So we need something to prove it. Is he doing something wrong or not? If without the proof, right, we can tell him, hey, you're overstride. Even though we know he's overstride, but there's no proof. He will not believe us. Again, we need some proof. In order for him to believe, not me, right, for himself, he will see the picture. So you need someone to help to either use a tripod or you ask someone to help you to take a video.
Okay.
So that's the basic thing. If without that one, we cannot judge. Because from the running data or from the data we see, so far, some some software can say you know yet. So that one it depends because some technology they use the foot pod. They can detect where you land from heel, from the midfoot or from the toe. So I think for the forefoot, okay. So that one can detect, but that one is gonna cost you about I think about 1,000 plus that foot pod. So yeah, either you take a video send to me or you go and buy the foot pod. So you choose like which one cheaper and faster. Okay.
What about by looking at the shoes or by feeling it during running? Can feel or not? Can
Okay.
the runner know whether they overstretch or not?
You can basically, I think most of the time the shoes, right, you will see the heel part is wear off, right? That is where is the indicator showing that the symptom of overstriding or heel striding.
Okay.
So that one you can say without the videos, we will tell okay, yeah, see the shoe, then we know. But you need to take a picture to show us so how the shoe wear off. Because my experience also last time, right, is wear off. So I got a lot of injury like plantar fasciitis, IDBs because of doing that overstriding. Yeah. It's all from there. So after I changed already, then now all my shoe is like a fourth, landing on the forefoot. So the forefoot outside a little bit wear off, but the shoe can last quite long actually now. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So by looking at the running shoe can actually tell us a thing. Okay, now move on to last question from Wai Chin. Greeting from Kangaroo Land. Wow. Thank you for support. Oh, we have audience from India, we have audience from Australia.
Yeah.
Okay. Supination problem. Okay, supination problem. Okay, let me explain what is supination first so that everyone can understand. So this is let's say this is our foot, right? Yeah. So our foot can be lifted up, pointing down. Lift like this. This is a big toe, and then some people, if flat foot is like this. High arch lah. We say slightly high arch. Okay, yeah. So for those people, this is also very common. It's a very common problem. So when they stand, right, their foot will be like that. And then these people, when they look at the running shoe, they see the outer part of the shoe wears off easier. Okay, so wears off easier. And to improve this supination problem, okay, so a lot of people with supination problem, they have problem doing eversion, turning out. Okay, so what you can do is you can read more about ankle eversion exercise. Okay, Sam, can you type in the comment? Ankle boleh I cannot type here.
Okay, ankle.
Eversion, Eversion. Can
Can. Posting very slow, you know.
Exercise, okay?
Yeah.
Yes, ankle eversion exercise. Okay, eversion means like that. Okay, your foot is like this. This one like that. Then what you have to do, you must exercise, make it balance. Okay, so you must do exercise.
Just like one slide, maybe I share the slide. You can easy to explain it.
Yeah lah.
Instead of just people imagine, right? Okay, can you see my slide?
Hey, yes, you should show this lah, dude.
Okay.
This one also answer Gus' question. Gus asked about. I think your question is about people with under foot wear cushion shoe or minimal shoes. Okay. So if from the graphic that you can see, right, supination foot where you have high arch, you have to wear cushion. This is not always the case. There are people with high arch, but they can wear minimalist shoe. Okay, doesn't mean you cannot wear, but if you wear it, you must make sure you have strong ankle before you wear it. Okay, if your ankle is not as strong, It'll be good if you wear cushioning shoe if you have high arch. Okay. Yeah. Otherwise, to prepare your leg for a minimalist shoe or to handle the minimalist shoe without injury, work on your ankle eversion exercise. Okay, like what Sam has posted, eversion exercise. Okay,
And
try.
also with minimalist shoes, right, you need to work on your calf as well, because without the
Yeah.
calf strength, right, I call it elasticities, without the elastic strength, right, you can't really go all the way from minimalist shoe because there's no support. It's totally using your calf muscles
Yeah,
and your
Lord.
ankles. So without
Okay, and how to know this is 25? Okay, if you do the heel raise 25 times, you failed the test, you cannot finish it, you feel you need a lot of effort to do the test, that means your foot is not ready for minimalist shoe. You can wear, but high risk of injury lah, huh? Okay, Chun Moon. Hey, left leg supination, right leg exponation. Not funny, actually, quite common. We see this common. Okay. Yeah. So.
okay. Wow, it's different.
You're not the only one, huh? You're not the only one with one foot is supinated, one foot is pronated. Okay, that's why we need to find out what is the cause of the pronation and supination. So for some people, especially when you are supinated, but there's only one side of the foot, right? It could be you are using the toe unnecessarily. Okay, the left leg supinated, the leg that pain is which one? Left or right, Chumun? The foot did.
Let me try to see.
Oh, he didn't say,
He didn't say. Yeah.
Which foot is the one that hurt? Okay, maybe this is one of the reason why it hurts. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't say. I checked in the comments. He didn't say. He mentioned about it. Yep.
Right. Right pronation. Okay. Okay. Probably you may have to work on your the pronation issue on your right foot to see whether it helps with the pain or not. Okay, because when you are very pronated, the outer part of the foot would be like that, closer to the top part of the shoe. Maybe that could be one of the reasons. Okay. Lots of troubleshooting needed lah for your case. Okay. Sam, do you have anything to add?
Nope. If you guys want to check your running form, we have that service, so you can drop a PM to us. So you don't need to come and see me. You just need to send the video to us. Of course, we have a small charge fee. Then we will revert back to you for the full report of the video and also some advice to you what kind of drill you should do, what's the issues you're having now, and how can we help you to assess it. Okay. So of course, if you want to go more detail into how to train run correctly, then we also have a class to help you to correct back your posture to running back to natural running posture. So this is what we have. So feel free to drop us a PM. So for the physiotherapy treatments, so you need to drop a PM to us as well. We will connect you to Apple Physio Jess as well. Yeah. Thank you. Once again, thank you, Jess time. So Jess, do you have anything to add before we
add? Because over the Facebook Live and before I see your ankle, before I check your ankle, it's hard for me to give you a very really check your ankle. So I would like to tell you, but I can't because I don't have enough information to explain to you. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. So if you're really keen to find out what's going on, the pain doesn't go away, the pain keep coming back, do feel free to drop by. Okay. Okay. No much from my side lah.
Okay. Once again, thank you, Jess, for your time, spending your time and knowledge with us. And I hope all the advice, all the opinion will help you guys to understand more why we have injuries. And actually, don't be afraid to have injury. Basically, injury to tell you did something wrong or you not did something, but it's okay. But as long as you know the answer, please go and do some actions. Please don't ignore it, because the injury will come back if you just ignore the injuries part. Okay. Okay. Thank you, guys. Hope you have a wonderful wear mask. Okay, when you go public areas. Thank you. Bye, guys.